Hi Aries, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. So today, Aries, for a meditative session, I got the Desire card. It's number 20. And there's something I feel here about you being guided towards your desires. Like I think you're contemplating your desires. Like you're sitting there thinking or manifesting, right? What it is that you desire. It's like, what is it that I actually want right now, right? With the Desire card. And it's like with this eye here, it's reminding me of like the third eye. And then like every single animal is kind of either facing forward or facing towards me. And it's reminding me of like just your spirit guides or the universe just assisting you right now in what it is that you want to manifest, or what it is that you desire. Like I feel like it's like figuring out what you desire. It's like you have to manifest it, and in order to manifest it, it's like, what do I actually want, right? Like it's like thinking about it. It's like, I don't know if you've met someone or if you're talking to someone already, or if like, you know what I mean, you're like deciding on like what type of person you want to be with, or like what type of person you are. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like there's a lot of things involved in this desire, right? I think that you want many things, right? So it's like trying to figure out what you desire, and then like how can they all work together to bring you like the ultimate thing, right? Which is like, I would want to say happiness, right? And I feel like you're guided. Like you're not alone in this creation. I feel like the universe is sending you a lot of signals so that you can understand, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, let's say you want to, I don't know, live like to the left, and then you go to the left and you find like, I don't really want to live this way. So then, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you see something like that you don't like, or, you know what I'm saying? It's like spirit is guiding you. Like that little thing that you saw that you didn't like in that direction, that's like them kind of guiding you. Like they know where you should be, and they're trying to help you get there. So it's like if you're headed in the wrong direction, they're going to give you clues along the way. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like they're very much involved in this like creation for you, right? They're not going to like just let you manifest. Like they want to help you out with your manifestations, but they want to do it in a way where it's like they're like, you know what I mean? Like they're guiding you, right? Like they're not going to like just let you do this alone. They're like, oh, this person's walking to the wrong way. Like we need to like alert them that this is like the wrong way. Let's put something in the way so that they see that this is kind of like not the right way. Do you know what I'm saying? And they'll get a feeling. It's like, it could even be a feeling. It's like, sorry, my plant is like a little bit dusty. Like there's a feeling of us when we're being vulnerable, it's a little bit uncomfortable. So it's like they're trying to get you in the right direction, using methods that like work for you, right? Because everyone's going to be different, and like what guides them towards the way that they're supposed to be doing. So for everyone, it's going to be different, but it's like, oh, it's all based on feelings though, right? Like desires, I feel like it's a primal thing, right? It's like something very like, I want to say with desire, it's something that like is innate. It's like innate, right? It's like if I told you write a list of like 3 things that you desire right now, right? Or 3, you know what I mean? It doesn't even have to be so serious. Like in like the long term, it's just like for right now, what would you desire? What do you want? And it's like, they're trying to help you just like understand yourself, right? And understand where those desires come from. And I feel like some of you guys might be like fighting yourself on like these desires, and you're like, I don't know like why I want this certain thing, right? Like I don't know if this is the best thing for me. But it's like, again, it's about feelings, right? It's about, again, do you see how this person's like naked? It's like it's at the base of you. It's like, if that's what you desire, if I told you to write the list down and you wrote 3 things, and it's like in your head, that's like, you're like, why the hell did I write that? But like, that's what you wrote down. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, don't fight yourself on what you desire. Like you're manifesting things, and I feel like it's really important to be like conscious. I don't know the word. It's like you have to know what you're desiring, what you desire, so you can manifest it correctly. And it's like, don't fight yourself for what you desire, right? Like, again, if I told you to write a list right now of what are the things that you desire, I would want to say like doing it in 2 seconds. Like you don't have a lot of time to think about it. If that's what's on your list, then that's what you desire. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of you guys don't know why something might be on your list. And I feel like the reason it's on your list is like, because it's something within that you want, right? Like maybe it doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's something innate within you, and it's like, it's pulling at you. So I feel like you should just listen to that like primal, I want to say it's like primal instinct that you're getting about your desires. That's what I want to say, Aries. So let's pull some cards and see what we got. This is interesting energy, Aries. Okay, Aries, right away I see an energy of you. We have 3 5s here, right? So I feel like this is a time of transition. I want to say transition. Like, I don't even think it's so much conflict as a transition. And I think the only way that it could be making you feel a little bit conflicted is if you don't listen to your emotions, right? Because here, even in the beginning with the desire card, right, we had, I feel like you being in conflict with yourself, like towards your desires, because I feel like, I think you base it off an intellectual thing, right? With like swords, you base it off of like, you know, when you make a list to go to the supermarket, you don't write down like all the snacks you want, right? You write down what you need, right? Like you don't write down like, I want to say your fantasy items, right? You just write down like, you know, I need milk, bread, eggs, do you know what I'm saying? Like the basic essentials. You don't write down like ice cream and I don't know, like chips and I don't know, something else that's really good, but like that's not gonna really feed you, right? Like you need something substantial. And I feel like that's that's what's going on with your list right now. Your list is like, I feel like your desires, right? There's like a list of desires you have that are like on the other side, like the ice cream side, right? Like the side of you that, like, you don't really need it. Like, I feel like you don't think you need it, right? Like, you're like, well, I need my essentials, right? So that's what my list should be. But I feel like you're kind of trailing off into another, like, area where you're like, well, I don't need that. Technically, that's just, like, maybe, like, you think it's selfish, or maybe you think it's, like, a waste of time. You're like, that's just, like, a desire, but that's not, like, real. Like, I don't need it. But I think what you need to, like, understand is, like, there's a balance, right? I know, like, I hate that word. Honestly, I hate that word because I feel like I do everything like excessive, but there is a balance, right? And I feel like that's important for you to right now. Like, even with the 11 balance, like, there's a balance that needs to be made between like that list of desires, right? That's like actually, how do I explain it? Like those desires that are innate within us, like the ice cream, like, do you know what I'm saying? And then the desires that are like logical, and you need to like blend them, because it's not all about the essential. There has to be like a little bit of that primal innate like desire, right? And again, we have someone here naked with integrity, and it's reminding me of that primal instinct, right? Like there's a primal instinct. I don't know why I'm saying primal or it's innate. I don't know if I'm using the right word, but I hope you understand me. It's like there's an innate knowing, right, within you about what you want. And I feel like it's tied to your emotions. It's not really tied to your intellect. It's the emotions and intellect and the 11, like it's balanced. It's like, this is not, we're beginning and ending also in cups and fire, right? And I feel like that's like an important thing, right? Like the blue, the emotions, right? This is a conflicting thing, especially for the fire, right? Like we have 2 of the fire starting and ending, and then we have 2 of the cups. So again, it's like, it's about this balance, right? It's like, I feel like it's your ego that's trying to create this, it's like, it's not even tricking you in a way that's like normal, which is like a fear-based thing. Like, yes, it could be fear-based, but like your ego is really strong, right? Your ego's powerful. Your ego's trying to like, it's the shadow side, right? It's like the side of us that is trying to protect us. So the side of you that's trying to protect you is so strong that it's like, it's not even saying like, you, like, I really want to do something, like, but it's not essential. It's like trying to trick you and say like, you're being so logical right now. Do you see how smart you're being with your list? Like, instead of it saying to you, like, you're scared, that's why you're running away, like, you don't want to give emotions, like, instead of it talking to you in that way, it's talking to you in the way it's like, oh, you're being like, oh, you're like super smart. Like, it's kind of like reverse psychologying you like in some weird way. It's like, you're so smart for doing the list, right? Like, that's what you actually need. You know, you have to just focus on yourself. Like, you just have to focus on like what you're doing. Like, it's all about you, and like, don't worry about like this aspect of you, right? Because it's like the emotions, like, when does that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you're just being really smart right now. Good job, good job. But I feel like like, that's the side of you that's trying to like protect you, right? And I understand it, but here, this is what's causing like the conflict, right? These fives, right? It's like it's like two things. It's like, maybe you're afraid of what others could say if you went towards your actual desires, which like are emotionally based, right? And I think like that's what's causing the conflict in you. It's like, here with this Five of Cups, I'm thinking it's like, the universe is trying to guide you. Remember, I was like, the universe is there, like, guiding you in every single step. It's like, they'll give you a sign here and there, and you're like, you're meant to understand these signs, but I feel like you're not seeing them. You see, like, her head is kind of bent down. She's not looking. That's kind of how I feel like you guys are doing. It's like, you're not even noticing the signs because you're looking down, but they're like 100% there, right? And it's like, there's a need to really come into like balance, right? There's a need to like, I want to say like, figure this shit out, right? Because it's like, and I feel like, you know, subconsciously, like, that this side of you that wants something emotional, maybe you want a relationship, right? Maybe you want to be like close to someone. Maybe you want to like start a career in something that you care about, that's not going to maybe make you a lot of money, but you care a lot about it. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe you have a hobby that you would like to like put more interest into. There's something here about emotions, right? Like, it's like, for everyone it's going to be different. Maybe you would like to create a relationship with someone who, you know what I mean, like, like logically it doesn't really make a lot of sense, right? There's not a lot like that's like propelling this into forward action. You would have to put more work into it, right? So it's like, it's conflicting you because it doesn't make sense. It's not rational, right? And that's what I want to say. It's like, it's not meant to be rational. Your desires list should include like the ice cream, right? It's like, why wouldn't you want to treat yourself? Like, do you want to live your entire life eating like milk, bread, and eggs? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to go back into the supermarket and want some ice cream. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a normal thing. It's like, it's not even that it's normal. It's not wrong, right? I feel like you think it's wrong, or you think like, what's the point? There's something like that you're doing to your own self, right, about this. And it's like, you just see it differently, right? It's like, and I think it's exposing you a little bit, right? It's like, it's meant to expose you, and that's why you don't like it, because you're like, again, it's something about primal, it's something about innate, it's something about like this person who's naked, right? It's like this energy, it's like, it's making you feel like this. You see how she has her mask off? And I think like that's the decision that you have to make right now, right? It's like, if you go towards this part of you, right, maybe people will judge you. Maybe people will like even fight you on it. I don't know who you're dealing with. Like, I don't know who's involved in your life, but it's like if you go towards this, right, it's exposing you. Let's just say like your whole life, you really, really, really want it to be like, let's say your whole life you just wanted to paint, right? Like, I'm just going to give an example. I can't think of anything. And your whole, like, you really wanted to paint and you never really put a lot of effort behind it. Or maybe you have like you watched a lot of videos on it. You like follow a lot of painters. Like, you love painting. Like, I don't know anything about painting, so I'm just making shit up. But it's like, let's just say that's who you are. That's like innately within you. That's what you like enjoy doing, right? But your whole life you're doing something else. Like, you're just paying your bills, whatever. And it's like, now's the time to make the decision, right? With the Two of Pentacles, it's like, the decision now is like whether you expose yourself. Because yes, like if you go take painting classes, or yeah, if you like quit your job and start painting, people are going to notice, right? Like, maybe your family might notice, maybe your friends might notice. And it's like, oh, yo, I'm going to be exposed, right? Like, I'm actually going to be exposed if I decide to like take this mask off, right? And there's something that they want you to know, like it's going to be a freeing experience, right? If you take the steps to actually make this decision and unlock that part of yourself, unmask that part of yourself, you're going to receive like so much help. That's what I want to say. Like here we have so much help from the universe, so much help from the divine, like all the animals, right? Like the fish and the light beams coming here. It's like, it's going to free you, one, and it's going to like, you're making it like you're feeling like it's going to expose you, but I feel like it's going to set you free, right? Like this energy is meant to set you free because you're going to be living in your true authentic self, and there's nothing like more liberating than that, right? Like being who you actually are. Remember, like, I don't know whose reading it was like, you know, when you want to be yourself, it's really hard to find that person that you can like actually be yourself with, right? Like you can be your 100% self, like, you know, you want to take a fart in the bed type vibe, and no, they're not going to care. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like being your true authentic self. Like, yeah, like I like to paint, right? I like to watch scary movies. I like to like, I don't know, like these weird habits that everyone has these things that they do, right? And sometimes I feel like they like to conceal them from others, but it's like being yourself is like your true authentic self is going to make you feel like it's worth the feeling, right? It's worth like the risk. That's what I want to say. It's like, even for you, it might be conflicting. It's worth the risk, right? Doing this would be worth the risk because it's just meant to, it's meant to liberate you. It's meant to set you free. It's meant to like let you be your authentic self. And the only thing that can stop you is your own self, right? With this 5 of Wands, it's like mental conflict to me. And it's like, maybe for some of you, it could be other people. Like, I'm getting that strong with you guys that it's like other people, like the way that other people see you. And I feel like maybe it could be family, but I really feel like, or maybe friends too, but for some of you, it could also just be mental conflict, right? Like you're conflicting yourself. And I want to say like the biggest issue is yourself, right? Because it's like you shouldn't really care what other people think. I know it's an easy thing to say, and I'm like not the one like, you know, in the situation where I might be judged for wanting to like paint or whatever it is that you want to do. But it's like at the end of the day, you're not here very long, right? So you want to like live to your, it's not even to your potential, it's just to be yourself. Like I feel like you know yourself and you're getting to know yourself more and more. And this is like a hurdle that you need to get over. It's like, how am I going to deal with this hurdle? It's like by going towards like what I emotionally, like what I feel like in my heart, right? Like what I think maybe not is like the most logical thing, but like what actually fulfills me, right? And yeah, it's just meant to set you free. It's not meant to like trap you, right? And I feel like with the intuition card, you know, right? Like subconsciously, you know that it's like cups, right? It's emotions. It's like there's a love, there's a care behind this, right? So it's bigger to you than just like something like, like it's bigger. It's bigger than like not doing it would actually hurt a lot because there's something tied to your heart here with this. Like it's something that you love doing or it's something that you really, really desire. So it's only going to hurt you at the end if you choose not to like follow your intuition, if you don't choose to follow like what's subconscious, the sign. And again, you're being guided. Like you always have the universe and like spirit and whoever like guiding you. And I feel like you really have to believe that at this point. So yeah, Aries, I really like this reading. Let's pull some advice for you. Oh my god, Aries. I love the cards that came out for you because they're like go exactly with the reading. So you guys got Skunk Spirit, Know Your Worth, number 54. And this is all about like being your true authentic self, right? It's like, yes, it's about knowing your worth, but it's also about like not really caring what others have to say. You're being guided to be your true authentic self right now. You're being guided to show who it is, like show everyone who you are, right? And it's like, it's not a matter of like, it's not a matter of what others see. It's a matter of what you see, right? And if your true authentic self, if you are being your true authentic self, right, then you should be proud that you, one, can like display it, and two, like the fact that you have the courage to actually express yourself and like be who you actually are, right? And that's all you really need. You don't have to have like other people. I feel like this is a lot about other people, because even with Margaret Perret, the mystic of divine love, love is divine and I'm nothing except love, she also speaks about being your true authentic self, like not really caring what others think, right? Not really caring about like proving things to others. I feel like there's a lot about your family or your friends in this message and like what they would think, or what someone, you're like basing this on what somebody really important to you in your life thinks of you. I feel like it could be a parent, and it's like, what would they think? Would they think that I was like, it's like it has to do with your worth, right? It's like, or maybe it's the way that the people in your life have shown you love. It's like, well, if you do what I say, then I'll like be there for you. But if you're not doing what I say, then I'm not going to be there. It's conditional, right? It's not unconditional, it's conditional. And divine love is not, like, love is divine and I'm nothing except love. Like, you deserve to receive unconditional love. So it's like, it shouldn't matter that you unmask yourself and you are your true authentic self and you decide to like show people who you really are. Like, if they can't accept that, then they shouldn't be in your life. Or, you know what I mean? Like, they shouldn't, I can't really say that, but it's like, you deserve to be who you are. Like, you shouldn't have someone judging you and telling you like, oh, like, I can't accept this from you, so you have to change. It's like, if you can't receive that love right now from someone, if you feel like whoever's giving you this conditional love, I would want to say, it's time to start questioning them and not yourself. I think being yourself is going to lead you in a direction. It's going to lead you in a path that is meant to make you feel liberated. It's to make you feel free. And the only way to do this is to take the action of like leaving. Is to take the action of taking the mask off. Like, there's some sort of action required here, right, on your part. And it doesn't have to be a crazy thing, but it has to do in like standing in the truth, right? And the truth of who you are, and not being scared that someone's gonna reject you for who it is that you are, right, Aries? So yeah, Aries, I hope this reading helps you. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.